All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. So, the fire we talked about in Maui.
I was telling my sister while I was driving, listening to the news, I was saying, dang, because they were saying how government always steps in whatever way they can. The not the Salvation Army, that's one of them, but it's that other group that always comes and goes out of town. Red Cross.
Red Cross.
So I sat there and I said, for some reason in my spirit, I said, God, I pray that other like entertainers or rich people step in and help. And when she showed me the link on the news that she was going to present today about these two entertainers that's going to be stepping in to help,
Mayweather and Oprah.
I said, God, look at God.
They said a lot of celebrities.
I'm happy.
But they too that stuck out.
Okay.
That people are, they talking about.
That's beautiful. Because a lot of people are blessed with finances like that. So I know they give. A lot of these guys are givers, and that's beautiful. But when it's like tragedies like this, where they're unexpected, that's when you really should step in and try to help.
They said people was running into the water to escape the flames. And I was saying the other day, I said, if I had to choose, because I can't swim, I would drown rather than burn to death.
I know.
I think I would run in the water.
I would take my chances with the water.
Yeah, but if you can't swim, ain't no chance.
Well, you would kick and do what you can, and you may make it.
No. I'm like a brick when I jump into the swimming pool.
You may float.
No, I can't even float.
Kick.
That's what I want to learn how to do. Float. At least float. Because then you can lay on your back and just,
Float on.
Yeah.
Float on, float on. My name is Larry.
They got so many people out there.
I don't know why I thought of that song. Take my hand. Okay. Sometimes you say things and it'll trigger.
You always sing every time I
had a sorority sister that did that too a lot.
Yeah, she used to drive me crazy.
If we were to do a road trip, we'd be singing from the beginning to the end.
Anyway, Floyd Mayweather and Oprah Winfrey assist people in Maui. Okay,
that's beautiful.
And they got lots of money, so they can do all of that. Let's see. This thing.
Oh, that's right. You didn't do this.
They have a lot of money, so they could help anybody. Really, to be honest with you, it says Oprah Winfrey and Floyd Mayweather assist Maui residents as the death toll rises. Following the devastating wildfires, Floyd Mayweather and Oprah Winfrey are coming to the aid of Maui residents. And I'm reading this from the Shade Room. It said that the island and its residents have been impacted by the spread of wildfires beginning Tuesday. So this is all week.
We're Friday now.
According to the AP News, the emergency has disseminated an entire town and claimed the lives of at least 55. I think that number is even higher today. Help for Hawaii. President Biden says that the victims of the Maui wildfires will get help immediately as the death toll is rising. Now, what did they do? It said, according to TMZ, they got 15 billion people on this one article. The Shade Room reports, the AP News reports TMZ. That's the problem with everything.
What?
We all get something from something, and if that main source is wrong, everybody's wrong
information.
According to TMZ, former professional boxer Floyd Mayweather has assisted 68 families in leaving Maui and flying to safety in Honolulu. Now, I know he has a plane. Additionally, he has reportedly provided the entire group with a place to stay, food to eat, clothing to wear. 68 families, not people.
Because that's what each family probably definitely has more than one or two people. That's beautiful.
So it's double. That number's double with people right there. Because a family is at least two people. The outlet adds that Mayweather will provide the group with hotel rooms, catered food, and clothing for the upcoming weeks as well. That's nice because we don't really hardly hear a lot of positive about Floyd Mayweather. So whenever we do get some positive, we need to say something about it. In addition to Floyd Mayweather, talk show host and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey is also giving aid to island residents. Now, here's another one. According to BBC.
Okay.
According to the BBC, if Emerald's on here, that's a good one to look at if you want to know what's going on with Russia. That's why I said international news.
British.
Yeah. According to BBC, the 69-year-old was spotted handing out. She went there herself. She was handing out supplies at Maui's War Memorial Stadium on Thursday. So I don't know if she was already there or if she went there. I don't know. BBC reports that Winfrey visited the stadium at an earlier point to ask what people needed, then returned with the supplies. I love that. I love when people, not like Comb Over, who show up and throw paper towels at people.
And didn't even realize that he's the commander-in-chief for that island.
But find out what do you need, and then I'll bring that to you. Now, if this would have happened while he was president, he would have loved it. It's Hawaii. He knows he's president of Hawaii. Puerto Rico, he didn't know.
And remember the Katrina incident and how
with Bush?
With Bush.
Additionally, the 69-year-old, that's Winfrey, spoke with the outlet sharing her thoughts and her plans. It's a little overwhelming, she said before a long pause. But I'm really so pleased to have so many people, supporting, and people are just bringing what they can and doing what they can. One thing I noticed when we went to Hawaii, I loved Hawaii. The people are very smooth and calm. Laid back. What was that song we sung?
Oh, God. It's every little thing's gonna be all right.
No.
Don't worry.
That wasn't it.
About a thing.
That wasn't the Maui song we were singing.
Oh, their song.
Oh,
because what's the name of them kept singing that one?
We kept singing. I can't remember what it was. Hang back something.
Oh, that I can't
something
remember.
Hang back or something.
They taught us that.
Yeah, it's a good thing they taught us. We can't even remember.
Lord,
I got it on video.
Yeah,
that's the only way I remember.
I'm not gonna remember that unless.
But that guy said that's the song we sing, "Hang Loose" or something like that.
Yeah,
and we was just kept singing it over and over again. It's like, hey, dude, just hang loose.
Family song.
Yeah, it was like hang loose.
Like
everything
relax
is cool.
and just
nobody's
chill.
yelling. It's just chill. The weather's always wonderful. It's always like 70 degrees or whatever. Perfect weather. Everything is perfect.
I wonder if I'm assuming other firefighters
are coming there
to help.
Oh, I don't know. Oprah says, so I came earlier just to see what people needed and then went shopping because often you make donation of clothes or whatever and it's not really what people need, she explained.
Right.
So I actually went to Walmart and Costco and got pillows, shampoo, diapers, sheets, pillowcases.
Toiletry items.
So you guys know if you want to send something over to Maui or work with these groups, that's probably the different type of stuff.
On their way. They're asking people to volunteer who wants to fly over there and set up tent and do what they normally do.
Yeah. After Winfrey concluded her statements, the footage showed her placing supplies on the residents' beds at the stadium. Additionally, a photo shared via Instagram showed her, posing alongside Maui evacuees. Yeah, I love Hawaii. I like the people in Hawaii. I love everything about it.
People that had left with just a shirt on their backs.
And watched their houses burn.
I can't even imagine. Like how you teach about prepping. That's a tough one.
Oh, here we go. Winfrey is a longtime Maui resident.
Oh.
In March, she purchased 870 acres of land.
They let her do that.
What is America?
Oh, I know.
Why would they not?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking.
You're thinking of another country.
Well, I was told that even you can purchase, but there was still some.
Not in our country. This is our country.
No, Hawaii. It was Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
It was certain strict rules, but yeah, she of course can.
Yeah. According to People, another thing outlet, People magazine. According to People, Winfrey has been a resident of the island for 15 years and owns 2,000 acres of land. That's probably why she does have an invested interest in Maui. Those are her neighbors.
She's coming to save.
Those are her neighbors.
And help.
Those are her neighbors.
I wonder what Mayweather.
I bet you Mayweather owned a house there too. I bet you. Okay. A lot of celebrities own houses in Hawaii. But she's at Maui on the island.
Wow, she might as well own the island itself.
2,000 acres. On Thursday, it was then reported that 36 people lost their lives. That was Thursday. The death toll has climbed since then. As of Friday, AP News reports that the death toll has risen to 55. Additionally, the outlet adds that there is no current indication that warning sirens alerted residents of the oncoming disaster. They said that a lot of them didn't get any warning.
Of the fire?
That's why they had to jump in the water.
That's sad.
Instead, residents say they were only made aware of the disaster after they saw the flames coming down the street.
Oh, Lord, what can you do?
You run in the water. They ran and jumped in the water.
Oh, Lord.
And you don't have time to save nothing in your house. Mm-mm. According to the outlet, the incident is the deadliest of the Hawaiian island and has since the tsunami that killed 61 people in 1960.
They had one in Japan, I think, a tsunami.
Yeah, that tsunami. Yeah, I remember that one. Let's see what everybody's saying. Wendy says, hey, girls. Hey, ladies. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Emerald saying happy Friday, everyone. Wendy says, go to your local gym or YMCA to learn how to swim. Yeah. The only problem with that is I can't get in those pools that's hard, that you got to pull yourself in and out.
You need to.
I have to go in a rich person's pool that you step down in and you come out. I can't go no YMCA pool.
They have the steps. They
do? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That you go.
They have to make it safe
for older people. Okay.
Like stairs.
Yeah. Those days of me doing it. Wendy says, horrifying, Obama's hometown. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear what Obama.
Maui is his hometown?
I don't know. I know Hawaii is. I didn't know it was Maui. Wow. I know for a fact that we're going to hear from him because you identified, they go to Hawaii every year, him and his family.
Yep.
Wendy says, demolished, so sad. When Emerald says, Oprah and Trump are no comparison. Thank you. Wendy says, Barbara Bush called them refugees during Katrina. Oh, yeah, she sure did. And Bush said he didn't know what was going on. He flew right over there.
His plane was flying over.
Wendy says, Emerald says 2,000 acres. Oh, wow. Cotillia says, hi, ladies. Hi, mama. Wendy says, prepping would not have helped them, would it, Kim? Could they have underground storage? Let me tell you how prepping would have helped them. And then Wendy says, they have steps. When you are prepping, believe it or not, one of the prepping things does talk about how to prepare for a fire. There are certain things. Now, obviously, if it's a direct fire coming at you, there's nothing you can do to save your house. But a lot of these houses catch on fire just from the flames popping out and hitting your grass or hitting your thing. Mm-hmm. So there's barriers that you can put around your home. These are people that obviously have money to do that you turn on and it keeps it wet and sprinkled and wet so that your grass and everything is not dry, so that if a flame comes over, your house doesn't just, go crazy. Then the other thing is there's a thing that I saw a prepper have that attaches to your pool. People who have pools, like California, a lot of people have pools. Mm-hmm. And you can use the water from your pool to extinguish fire at your house.
Is that okay when it has chlorine in it?
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. And then there's obviously what I told Lenora, because Lenora said the same.
That you can grab.
Lenora was saying, if you got to get out quickly, we call them get out bags. They're quick. They're bags that you have already set with certain items in them. We don't even have that together. And we're preppers. You're supposed to have a get out bag ready to go. It could either be in your car or it can be at your door or ready to go. Something that you grab that is ready to, in case of an emergency, you have things that you need right away.
You did talk about important papers and stuff in your home should be in a fireproof safe.
Preppers, you're supposed to have stuff in a fireproof safe. So
that fire won't burn that.
So if your house burned down, at least the safe will be there and it'll have all your important papers and things like that.
Visas, everything.
All of that should be in a fireproof. That's prepping.
Unless it's in your to-go bag.
That's prepping.
Should that be in your to-go bag? Actually, you may have to travel.
Actually, copies should be in your safe.
Yeah.
No, the original should be in your safe, and you have copies in your to-go bag.
To travel, because some people left town.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you should have your passports and stuff like that. Emerald said the other thing, an evacuation plan.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, house caught on fire. His son woke up in the middle of the night.
It was one of those roller,
Game Boys or whatever that thing
those
was.
things that they got for Christmas that rolls.
No, it's a gaming system. I think.
I thought it was those things that you can roll on your feet. You can get on it.
Oh, that?
Well, whatever.
No, I think it was his gaming system or something. I don't remember. Whatever.
Okay.
But his son woke up in the middle of the night, and the whole bottom floor of the house was on fire. They couldn't get out.
They were stuck upstairs.
So he ran and got his mom, his mom and dad, his other brother, and they had to go into another room, open the window, and climb up on top of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And wait for the fire department to come.
And that was dangerous.
Now,
that fire
they didn't have an escape plan. The good thing is that they was able to all get on top of the roof. But from the roof, now he knows he needs to have some type of something to get down from the roof.
Because if you even have a ladder that extends and the fire is going on.
No, it's on the roof. It's on the roof.
No, where would you put
I would put it where I can get out. You know what I'm saying? It got to be some spot of that house that you can get out. Worst case scenarios, you're going to have to jump or something.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
Okay.
But an escape plan. Cotilia says, this fire was too intense. Not even prepping would have helped. They just needed to have a bug out bag and just leave. Bug out bag is one. A bug out bag, what you talking about, Cotilia, is if you have to stay out in the outside. That's a bug out bag. You probably have a tent in there, like a pitch tent. You probably have something that you can cook with, stuff like that. Like if you literally have to bug out and get out and you are not around anybody, you got to be outside and sleep outside. That's a bug out bag. We don't have to have a bug out bag. We too old. So I don't even have a bug out bag. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I can do. We can't stay outside. We got a handicapped lady and all this other stuff. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, Lord. So what we would call ourselves is bug in. We would stay in. Shelter in place is what y'all would call it. Mm-hmm. So, but what I'm saying, the get out bag, Cotilia, that's one that you use. Like some of the stuff Oprah bought for these people, that would have been in their get out bag.
You until you get additional help.
That would have been in their get out bag.
Some people left in their cars. Yes, and they slept in their cars. Some people stayed at their businesses. They didn't even go home.
Right. Wendy says passports versus difficult insurance. All of it, you should have copies of everything. Mm-hmm. All of it, you should have copies. And then Wendy says, unfortunately, they said a lot of people were sleeping. That's probably how a lot of people passed away. There was no warning.
Yeah, because if you were up and out and about, Now,
I actually do have 3 fireproof blankets that I bought. And each one of us is supposed to have one in our room. That's worst case scenario. You put the fireproof blanket over your head, over you, and try to run and get out. Mm-hmm. It's the same blankets that firemen use.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then Wendy says, "What caused it? I don't know. They haven't report what caused the fire. What, Mom?
The hurricane.
No, what caused the fire
in Hawaii?
What caused the fire in Hawaii?
They said Hurricane Fury.
How did the hurricane start the fire?
I don't know what it touched, but it came through there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard from the beginning.
Oh, double check that, y'all. My mom said she heard a hurricane. Hurricanes touch something or whatever.
I know they have names, so I don't know what that one is. Hurricane Fury?
Emerald says it's a shame that there was no warning to notify people. And I saw one woman say her father refused to leave, that he was being stubborn.
That's when you clunk him on the head and
you got to get out. She should have punched him in the face.
Sorry,
and took
that
him.
Sounds like violence, but
and she says now he is missing. You know what? See? Maybe she couldn't get to him. Maybe she was on the phone.
I don't know.
Our father would be stubborn.
Yes, he would. We would.
Emerald, that's our dad.
Pick him up.
That's our dad
and push him in a wheelchair while he's screaming and hollering.
He wouldn't leave.
And roll him out.
He wouldn't leave. But if we was on the phone, there's nothing we could do. Yeah. You just have to pray and say, Lord, take him to heaven. He's stubborn. They want to listen.
Isn't that something?
I know.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So that was it. Pray for the people of Maui. It's good to have good news about Floyd Mayweather.
Stepping in to help some families.
We always hear negative news, right?
Yep.
So it's good to have some good news.
All right, brother man.
All right, y'all. Well, the latest with Hunter Biden, mama's friend.
More with the Bidens.
I saw a picture, they've been putting it on all over social media, of a picture of him in the hotel doing crack.
Seriously?
And it's a real picture, yeah. And they said if that was a black person, he'd be called a crackhead.
Right.
But because he's Biden's son, he just has substance abuse problems. He's a crackhead.
I was telling my sister, why is it always the terms always change when it talks about us versus them?
Thank you.
A crowd, a bunch of white boys hanging out, fun friends, a bunch of black boys, thugs, what is it, dealers, gangbangers. Yeah. The January 6th. Insurrection. Us doing that. Terrorist attack, a ghetto, whatever. So how the terms change when we do the same thing, but they're
rioters.
January
6th was rioters. Mm-hmm. And they went beyond rioters because they hit a government building. They're terrorists.
Yep.
They're not rioters. Rioters is hitting somebody's grocery store.
And they wouldn't dare put themselves in that category.
They're terrorists. Whenever you have governors and senators and congress people hiding under chairs and Secret Service standing at a door with a gun saying, if you come through this door, we will take you down.
You are a terrorist.
You are a terrorist.
You're terrorizing.
You are terrorists.
They don't fit. I mean, for some reason, a lot of times people think that they're privileged to not be called certain things or be thought of. And basically, the colors of people that's doing it don't change.
Exactly.
So I told my sister, moving forward, we're going to say insurrection if we tear up some building.
They was having an insurrection.
Or it's a bunch of guys hanging out, friends.
They was just friends. It got out of hand. Just friends that was having.
So we're using the same term.
Partiers. They were partiers. They were partiers.
Yeah.
And they were drunk. The riverboat. Mm-hmm. Surely the white people had to be drunk. That's what they said.
Right.
Why couldn't they just be entitled and a-holes?
No.
Why do they have to be drunk?
There must have been alcohol in them to act that way. That just doesn't make sense.
That's not in their character.
But they don't say alcohol with us.
Yeah, why can't Jamal be drunk?
They say we savages and animals.
Why can't he have had too many beers?
Exactly. So we just got to stop with this double.
Hunter Biden was a crackhead.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he still is, but he was.
Allegedly. Let's see.
Ain't allegedly, he was. He admitted to it.
Is he changed?
He's saying he's not a crackhead no more, but he was.
Okay.
Attorney General. Well, that's why they was making a big joke saying that cocaine found in the White House was Hunter Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Attorney General Garland appoints a special counsel in Hunter Biden probe, Ma.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you been reading that news? Huh? She don't say nothing about. She'll roll in real quick with news about Trump. She real slow to roll in with news about Biden.
Hesitant. Biden, and I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, Ma, did you see any news today? No, I don't know nothing. Nothing going on.
No, my people.
Then I turn on and hear Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
She didn't even mention that.
Yeah, she didn't give us that news update.
You see, that's what they do on the real news.
And on the View, they do that. They tend to side with Biden, and Alyssa is there left, or Anna would challenge them and say, but like even with the Kamala thing,
right?
I don't mean to sound negative, but what has she done? And they get mad. She's done a lot of things.
What, Ma?
I don't like when people try to dig up things in people's life. Biden, that's his son.
But you don't care when they dig up stuff in Trump's life.
But Trump dig up his own stuff.
Well, what about his children? You think his children are off?
They could go into there. What they doing?
But you don't care?
It's okay for them going to Biden's son. Mm-hmm. But they trying to do this even because of Trump.
They poking at his son
when you do evil like that.
All right.
And the sad thing, I kind of get what you're saying, because his son's been doing this for how long now? And all of a sudden you like, ooh, get him.
Well, they trying to find some on him. If you can't find none on him, then you get the family. Okay, so how is that different than that black attorney general going after Trump's family? She getting all of them. The son, the daughter, everybody getting.
We're trying to get you to say that if you do wrong, regardless of what side you're on,
they should go after Trump.
All right.
See how mama's like a lot of people that want to protect Biden. Leave his son alone.
I wonder why she like Biden so
issues.
much. Why do you like Biden?
He's not like Trump.
But why do you like Biden so much?
I don't love him that much, but he's just not. Don't dig up stuff.
You just like him because he's just an old man.
She don't like when people dig dirt up just to get at them because we're digging dirt on Trump.
Trump digs up his own.
Trump causes that himself, whereas Biden didn't do anything.
Right,
and Biden probably wished, would you just leave me out of it? Just deal with my son. We get it that he got some issues. He's not like the one that passed.
Right.
But do what you need to do. Don't keep putting my name
somebody on there when you had mentioned that. They said he wasn't all that clean. It was somebody on TikTok.
With Biden?
You kept saying his son that passed. They was like, no, they was.
Look, I don't care what they say. He is not as bad as this guy.
Well, no, he's not cracking.
That, if you got to go with the two brothers,
right?
The lesser of the two evils, come on.
No, come on. Well, U.S. Attorney David Weiss was appointed special counsel in the ongoing probe of the president's son, Hunter Biden. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced Friday. Now, Weiss will be responsible for the ongoing investigation of President Joe Biden's son, as well as for any other matters that arose or may arise from that investigation. The Justice Department said in a statement, Weiss, who was already overseeing the Hunter Biden probe and is based in Delaware, asked to be appointed special counsel on Tuesday, and Garland agreed. It was in the public's interest to do so, the Attorney General said. The move was announced shortly before prosecutors for Weiss' team revealed in a court filing that the plea talks over tax and gun charges against Hunter had broken down. Remember, they walked in there. And the case would likely have to go to trial in California or Washington. Later Friday, prosecutors suggested they could bring different charges against Hunter Biden in a new case. That's why that judge said, why are you doing a plea deal when you're still investigating him and some other stuff can come up? Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't worked this out. And I agree, even though she was appointed by Trump, I feel like that judge was right. Don't come in here with no plea deal. And he's still being investigated. Right. And another thing I don't like, came from that Tory Lanez case, that judge. Remember I told you? Right. Tory Lanez was going to do a plea deal and plead guilty. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't like what the plea deal was. So he decided to take his chances and plead not guilty and go to trial. The judge pretty much said, in words, he didn't really say it, why was you going to take a plea deal if you not guilty? Right. Because you plead, if you're guilty, to have lesser, charge on you. Hunter Biden was going to plead guilty. But because he didn't like the terms of the agreement, he did like the terms of the agreement. The judge said, I don't want this because something else could come up. Now all of a sudden he's not guilty. That means you guilty. Yeah. It's almost like you putting it out there to see what they give back to you. Because in my opinion, if he was not guilty, if the judge would have came back and said, no, some other stuff could come up. Your Honor, nothing else is coming up. I'm not guilty. You understand? Mm-hmm. I don't have a body buried under my house. I didn't do anything. So we don't have to prolong this. I'm not guilty. Why would he feel that all that he has done, that he would think he's not guilty? Well, he's guilty. That's the problem. He's guilty. The judge want to know, how much are you guilty of? That's what it was. Here's the guy. This is a guy who doesn't even stand up to be the father of his child with that lady. He doesn't even want that to be in play. Right. So why would we trust him with anything else? His lack of integrity. Now, I'm not guilty. Come on, dude. Now, the Department of Justice noted that Weiss was nominated by then President Donald Trump in 2017 and confirmed by the Republican-controlled Senate in 2018. So let this be a lesson. I'm done with it. Mm-hmm. Whatever this man finds, we're done. Don't come back and say he's Democrats controlling him. He's your friend investigating your op. Okay. So he's going to be looking with a fine tooth comb, believe me. Okay. And if Biden has anything to do with anything with Hunter, he's going to find it. Mm-hmm. And we're done with this.
We all want this to be
now.
over.
If Weiss comes back and says, "That's it, guys, I'm done."
Right. We're not doing any more.
I don't want to see Margaret Taylor Greene, big stupid dumbhead, coming up saying, "Well, I want to impeach Biden. I know he did something." Sit down. We're done with you.
Gosh.
So it was smart for Garland to put him over it. Okay. I'm putting your appointed person,
right,
who the Republicans want,
right,
to investigate.
So he supposedly can be fair and square for women.
Not fair. He's going to be looking for something. You know he's going to be unfair. Oh, he's going to be looking if you cross the street wrong.
Well, I'm just saying.
He's going to be looking for anything they did.
Well, I'm just saying, even with that, it's kind of sad, though, because it's like, do I just appease the people, my fellow Republicans?
Yes.
And just find anything that's really stupid and trivial?
Yes.
So you don't know how this is going to go.
Wendy says domestic terrorists. Yes, for the people on January 6th. Wendy says, drunk or not, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Thank you. They was just drunk. If that means that you're a bitter, angry person.
But we can't ever be drunk when we act,
thank you.
Do things like that.
Wendy said, Mom's voice sounds good on the TV. She said, your voice sounds good on the TV, Mom. She laughing. Thank you. Emerald says, did you guys see that story of a married woman who is in an AI relationship? We probably had to talk about that.
I bet you there's people probably like holograms.
I think I
make
did.
Love to a hologram.
I believe I saw it. I remember something vaguely about that. Is it she wanted to get a divorce, or was that another one we talked about? It was something a woman wanted to get a divorce. Oh no, that was the ghost.
The witch.
That was the ghost.
The lady married the ghost.
We'll look that up, Emerald. We'll see what's going on Monday with that.
Oh, help us.
Yeah. Another one of Mama's friends, Ma, your other friend, Ron DeSantis. She said, I don't like him either. Ron DeSantis suspends second elected prosecutor as his 2024 campaign struggles. Monique Worrell is the Orlando area's elected Democratic prosecutor, and she is the only Black female state attorney in Florida. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has once again suspended an elected local prosecutor, a move that comes as his presidential campaign struggles amid a continued reset. DeSantis on Tuesday suspended Orlando area state attorney Monique Worrell, a Democrat who is the only Black woman serving as a local prosecutor in Florida. It's the second time he has used his authority as governor to take such action. I told you he thinks he's a mini king.
Right. Mini president.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't really... See, I told you I go back and forth with thinking he's a plant to get Trump to win. Because he's so ridiculous that he's not going to win. He makes Trump look better. Even to the point to where you like, well, I would vote for Trump.
But think about this. Like you mentioned the other day, this conspiracy thing could be all of them want a foot in the door because they know Trump will probably win because of the.
But why is DeSantis in? To make Trump look better.
Well, even if he's making him look better, he still hasn't come out and said, he did do it and he's wrong and whatever.
Right, because I think he's part of him. Let's see. We don't know.
We'll see.
DeSantis on Tuesday suspended Orlando area state attorney Monique Worrell. Okay, Florida. It's the second time he's done this. DeSantis suspended Tampa area prosecutor Andrew Warren in August of 22 for signaling he would not bring charges under Florida's new 15-week abortion ban. A federal judge called that decision unconstitutional, but said he could not overturn the suspension. So if something is unconstitutional, why can't a judge overturn it?
What was the reason?
Our laws are so weird.
What was the reason why she got let go?
A challenge filed by Warren was later thrown out by DeSantis' friendly Florida Supreme Court. So the Florida Supreme Court sides with DeSantis. They Republican probably. Mm-hmm. Both Warren and Worrell's 2020 campaigns received help from committee that got money from Democratic George Soros, a frequent target of the Republicans' attacks. In fundraising emails and in speeches, DeSantis has boasted that he is the only elected official in America to remove a progressive Soros-funded district attorney. So he's happy he's getting rid of him. Mm-hmm. DeSantis made the announcement during a hastily called press conference in Tallahassee. So she there's nothing she's going to be able to do.
She's fighting it. Yeah, there is.
You just saw the other guy fought it. It went to the Florida Supreme Court.
The thing is, I'm hoping that it helps. I don't know, was this other guy black?
Yeah, he's not going to. She's not going to. I don't know
if he doesn't have. If they can't find reason for them letting her go. My thing is, even if, let's just say for sake of argument, she does struggle trying to get back, that they shed more light on this, because right now DeSantis, anything that's dealing with people of color, black people, the Latinos, whatever, he needs to tiptoe very softly.
He already know he don't get your vote, so he don't care.
Here's the thing, though. It needs to start hurting him. He needs to feel it. Mm. And when maybe situation like hers will make him feel it, he needs to know that even as a governor, you may not make it anymore. Well, we know you're not going to make it as president.
Right, but as governor. Right. Rose, the lady, held a press conference in Orlando hours after DeSantis' announcement, calling him a weak dictator. He's a dictator.
He's a dictator.
I am your duly elected state attorney, and nothing done by a weak dictator can change that, she said. In an interview with NBC News, she said that the country was in danger of losing its democracy. That's kind of what you're saying. Who's worse, DeSantis or Trump?
Right.
DeSantis is going to do it all around the whole country, not just Florida. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to lean towards Trump.
That's what I just said.
I said I'm starting, not you.
Oh, you wasn't at first?
No, remember I said DeSantis, because Trump is a troublemaker.
Yeah.
But DeSantis passes laws.
Right.
Trump is a moron. Do you want a moron who's a troublemaker, or a guy who actually can set back the country 30, 40 years?
The sad thing about it is that they both will ignite racial riots. But pretty much a war, a racial war. I can see them burning DeSantis' house down.
Yeah.
People are not happy with him.
So I guess, do you want a moron who can cause a race war, or a guy who's smart who can cause a race war?
Well, right now the moron is winning, so it's nothing we can do or say about DeSantis or any other candidate.
She said this man is running for president of the country and should be afraid. The country should be afraid of an individual who removes duly elected officials because they are not politically aligned with him.
Thank you.
That's why she got removed. You asked why.
Mm-hmm. But you can't remove somebody because of that.
She said
so maybe she can fight it.
The country should be afraid of a man who dares to teach our children that slavery was somehow a benefit to the African Americans in this country. Our country should be afraid of the impact that this could have across the country if he was elected president.
You think he could be the future Antichrist?
No, it's too soon.
No, now, future. Like, not, because this is not the time that I don't think it's going to rise, because I don't want to be here when it does. Thank you, Lord Jesus. But future, that thinking, those concepts, how he thinks, it's almost like a dictator. And he's doing it now.
So this is what he didn't like. It said she announced her office is seeking the death penalty in the case. Worrell, whose office announced it is seeking the death penalty in the case, said Republicans were playing politics with the issue and noted her office closed almost 3,000 cases this year. But conservatives blasted her for allowing someone with such an extensive criminal record, even though most of it came while he was a juvenile, to remain on the streets. Remember, they're supposed to be tough on crime. Apparently, she's not. That's what their problem is.
Oh, okay.
Even though they're not tough on crime when it comes to comb over.
But see, tough on crime can also mean like what we're dealing with in Chicago. They just let one guy go for 20 something years. Mm-hmm. He was in that time frame where the police chief and them were harassing them and making them do falsely accused them. Yeah. And they went, and some of them are in prison for not doing it. So if you're tough on crime, you can't be like that. You can't lie and try to get people in jail.
Wendy says, is Fred Flintstone better than both of them? No.
It don't matter if Fred Flintstone
He's not going to win. He's not even in the league.
None of the people running, is all 20 of them?
No. Mm-mm. It's DeSantis.
Their numbers are not as big as comb over.
It's DeSantis or comb over.
No, DeSantis numbers are not
and he's not even nowhere near him.
No, his numbers are lowering. That's why I'm saying, like Anna was saying, he's losing, people are losing interest with him too.
It's Trump.
It might be somebody else that rises up that's running. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in the next how many months?
The only
one of the 20 that are running, who's to say that they may take off and even beat comb over?
I doubt it, but we can
We'll see. Okay.
So that's it. That's the latest news with that's the latest
and I've always prayed improve or remove.
Yeah.
Giving people time to change and to improve themselves or be removed.
All right. Well, speaking of remove, Tyrese.
Okay.
I'm sick of Tyrese. Tyrese is the type of guy.
What did he do?
I have a weird
love-hate.
Yeah, with him. That's how most people are with Tyrese.
He don't bother me.
He's like a cousin that gets on your nerves, but you still love him.
Okay, they're okay.
They just irritate you so much.
What did he do?
Everything is amazing. He can never go a week without something major happening.
So he played himself in the movie, in the
Baby Boy,
and then Furious, Fast and Furious.
Him and his girlfriend, his young girlfriend, and he's just stupid. Just the whole thing with him. He's just, and then there's a part you like. He's endearing. You just wish he shut up, not talk. Just be quiet. And sing. That's it. But you kind of like him. His heart is in a good place. He's just always in trouble. Be quiet
and just croon like you do.
Always in trouble. It's always something with Tyrese. Mm-hmm. So Tyrese goes, I won't even read the thing. Tyrese goes to Target, okay? And he's getting ready. He buys his stuff. He's getting ready to check out, all right? And I guess some people recognized him. Now, most celebrities would just be like, oh, okay, you recognize me, take a picture, whatever. I'll pay for my stuff and then I'm out of here.
Excuse me.
No, he has to, oh my God, I'm recognizable because he's so famous. He gives the cashier his credit card and says, just go ahead and check my stuff out and then I can either somebody can bring my stuff out or I can come back in and get it. And runs to his car. So then I guess he either calls or they call him in his car. I guess I should read it so I know exactly what happened. Entertainment Weekly reports that it reviewed the lawsuit. Tyrese is seeking $1 million. Additionally, the artist wants to receive damages, attorney fees, and judgment, declaring that Home Depot, I thought it was Target. See, it's good. I'm reading.
I'm glad you read.
Home Depot violated California's Unruly Civil Rights Act. The case is centered around accusation that Tyrese and two members of his team, Eric Mora and Manuel Hernandez, experienced outrageous discriminatory mistreatment and consumer racial profiling firsthand. Tyrese says that the trio was waiting to check out at the Home Depot. So not Target, y'all. Home Depot. When Gibson decided to wait in his vehicle while Mora and Hernandez completed the transaction with the actor's credit card. So see how I have to read in case I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. However, an issue arose when resulted in Gibson having to engage in a heated discussion with the cashier via FaceTime before returning in person. The cashier gave no reasonable explanation other than repeating store policy and demanded to see a form of identification. It was only after significant heated discussion at the cashier that Gibson was finally able to complete his transaction. As a result, Tyrese says the Home Depot employees purposely interfered with and refused to process the transaction based on their groundless suspicion of Gibson, Moore, and Hernandez arising from their skin color. The lawsuit also speculates that Moore and Hernandez's national origin played a factor in the alleged discriminatory face. This is clear and deplorable instance of discrimination, discriminatory mistreatment, and consumer racial profiling. The treatment of Gibson, Moore, and Hernandez by the Home Depot was humiliating and demeaning. In a statement to Entertainment Weekly, a Home Depot spokesperson noted that diversity and respect for all people is one of the company's values. The bottom line is, when you give somebody your credit card, they don't always ask for identification. In this case, she did.
Okay.
Maybe because he left and went in his car. And she wanted to make sure that those two guys stand by didn't steal his card. Or that he should have known that they have his credit card.
Did she see them together?
He said that this discrimination because he told her before he went out to the car, here's my credit card. And I guess these two guys work with him or something. He said they can bring the stuff out.
Okay.
But they waited till he got in the car and FaceTimed him and said, you have to come back in.
Okay.
And we need identification with you and the credit card.
Okay.
He's saying it's discrimination. Even if it is, it doesn't matter. If that's the store policy, that's the store policy.
I don't know. That's going to be a hard one. Because a lot of times as an entertainer, you don't know if they're now putting that rule as strong as it needs to be just to bring him in. Because if he has to show proof that he did tell them and inform them that because of my status, he may not have said it like this, but because of my celebrity status, I can't just be standing here because people will come and it may cause I'm going to leave my card with my two guys. They're going to go ahead and complete the purchase. If he said that to her, the same lady, she should not have done anything else.
Yeah, but if that's the store policy.
It's not even store policy because here's the thing. She would have told him at that time, you can't leave. If they use your card,
was a young girl too.
If they use your card, Tyrese, you have to be here because we need to see an ID that matches it.
Right.
If she didn't tell him that.
But how do you going to prove racism?
I don't know.
You can't prove
that
racism.
To me, I don't know. That's beyond. But the store policy crap, if he said what he said to her, as a store person, she should have said, I'm sorry, we can't accept that. Well, you got to stay here because it's your credit card.
She should have told him right then and then. But I don't think he's going to win with racism.
No, he won't.
Now, Charlamagne, Tyrese get on his nerves.
They really? Friends, you don't like him?
They friends. He get on his. He's like I said, it's a love-hate relationship. He said, first of all, he shouldn't have left the card.
He should have just nagging brother.
You're not that famous.
Ooh.
You act like you Drake or somebody. That people gonna be coming all up, running all on you. No, nobody's running up on Tyrese. Sorry.
Leave your ID with the guys.
Even then, he's not that famous going into stores.
I'm just
more famous than him.
But let's just say, for sake of argument, he had to use the washroom. He had to go, whatever.
Then come back and complete your transaction.
They didn't handle it right. The store person, if that's what he said.
Exactly.
Because he could be lying too.
And if you're that famous, Tyrese, that people are just knocking over stuff to get to you. They knocking over nails and hammers and stuff because they really want to get to your bald head.
At Home Depot.
At Home Depot. Which you know is mostly men there. So they really want to get to Tyrese. If you're that famous, then don't go shopping. Send your person to go for you, assistant.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get out and feel the crowd, have a credit card that has your business name on it or something where your assistant can use it. Not your bald head name on there, your personal credit card.
Right.
And then you leave it with somebody and say, use it. Yeah, a lot of times people will let you get away with it.
Right.
She didn't want to. Maybe maybe she don't like you. Have you ever thought of that?
And you even said the other day, quit throwing the black card out.
He always, that's why I don't like him.
Negro.
It's always the black card.
Could it literally be store policy?
Some people,
credit card needs to have an ID. Duh.
some people don't like Tyrese.
Oh, well.
She probably don't like him.
I don't know.
And said, you know what? Store policy.
I'm a really be a stickler right now because I don't like him. And some people do that. Some people give favors.
I just don't like you.
Some people give, because I have on the back of my credit card, one of them, because I have a few of them. I actually wrote on my back of my credit card, please ask for ID.
Yes.
How many times has that been used and they never asked?
Here's a perfect example.
One person asked.
Perfect example.
Thank you very much.
We do Uber. You'll appreciate this.
Okay.
We do Uber driving. We sometimes have to go to liquor stores.
Yeah.
I always go in. The account is in her name.
But she goes in to
But
pick the items
sometimes
up.
I go in and I get the item.
Mm-hmm.
Never ask for my ID or anything. They
Never.
give me the liquor and I leave out.
We may even show them on the phone who the person's name is.
She goes in one day and the guy asked her for her ID.
No, you went in, did you?
No, you went in and he asked you for your ID. You had to come back to the car
That's
and get
two
it.
different things, because I know one time you went in and they asked for the ID.
Yeah.
And-
That's that was
no, Lenore needs to come in.
Wait a minute, that was Home
That's
Depot.
two
No,
different
that was
things.
Lowe's.
That was Lowe's. Or Menards or something.
But you had to go in and you got mad.
I said,
You said my sister come in here all the time. You don't ask her for her ID.
No, I said we go to all liquor stores to pick up. They
Nobody
never ask for ID.
Either. I never had one at that one either. I never had that guy.
And he said, I'm the, I think you said he was probably
He's the owner.
He didn't say he was.
But
you
we
said
found
he might
out
be.
later he's the owner. He said that's what they supposed to be
'Cause some
asking
people
you.
probably steal or whatever. And I said, you racial profiling? You don't need no ID.
You was playing the black card.
I'm working for Uber.
Yeah.
Why would I just come say I'm working for Uber? I'm showing you the person's name and with the liquor thing that they want. And now you need an ID.
I've probably been in there with him and he didn't ask me. He
I don't
probably
know.
just didn't like your hairstyle.
I don't even know.
He probably just didn't like you.
I had to go back to the car and get my wallet.
Thank you.
And show my ID. I have
Also,
never been
it could
asked
be-
since then, though. It must be somebody else.
Also, it could be the way you walk in too. Like because that was your first time, I think. And if you walk in like, I'm here to pick up, let me see some ID. Because you seem very unsure. I walk in like, I'm coming to get it. Give it to me so I can get out of here.
Kim would tell you one thing about me, and I need help with it. I'm if you're not
principal person.
Yeah, I'm the principal.
You didn't ask him for his ID. That's Tyrese.
If you're not consistent with the
stand
rules,
him.
if you change the rule every blue moon because you feel like it, or because she look good, or I'm mad today,
That's
the
not
rule
right.
needs to be the same for everybody.
Sometimes people
I
get
don't need to
favor.
see that person getting favor though.
No. Well, he didn't see anybody getting favor.
I don't need favor. I know we get favor because favor's not fair.
Favor's not fair.
I get it. God, why they get favor?
Don't worry about it.
Don't covet thy neighbor's favor.
Some people don't get speeding tickets. Why you all in my business? Because he didn't give me a speeding ticket.
My mom got out of a speeding ticket years ago.
Yeah, she was crying.
She cried.
And he said, go on, man.
She said, my husband's sick.
And see, my mother was lying. This was back when she was younger. When you was younger, Mom? You almost got a speeding ticket and
my
you
mom
said
got a speeding ticket
sick.
and she cried. I'm going to see my husband.
She said she started crying. He said, just be careful, ma'am.
Be careful. Slow down, ma'am.
Just be careful, ma'am, and slow down. So just leave people
I'm looking
alone.
at y'all. Yeah, my mom.
just leave people alone.
So you thinking
he's like that? He's a principal person.
Okay. So a lot of people don't like him then. I don't know.
No, I don't like Tyrese.
I don't think he's going to win with the discrimination.
No,
thing.
he's not.
Okay.
What y'all saying before I move on?
Forgive me, Lord, I have sinned. With that Jimmy Swafford.
Emerald says,
Swagger.
if you claim to be tough on crime, you have to be tough on all crime, no matter who is committing it. Thank you for the Republicans. Emerald said, Tyrese doesn't bother me. I just hate watching him cry.
Oh, stop.
And he does that too. Y'all just don't. Everybody, I'm also misunderstood. And I know y'all. He even has, even in his crying. He has to talk a lot.
Okay.
Who is his girlfriend? I could not be with him.
Well, that's her gift, I guess.
I know y'all gonna make memes about me crying. Too many times black people don't love black people.
He probably was crying then at the store.
Y'all gonna take this opportunity to talk about a black man crying on national TV. This reminds me back in 1860 when another man was crying. He don't gotta have a whole story about everything. Just cry and move on.
Okay, go ahead.
Black people need to stick together. Y'all got me on here crying.
Okay.
Let me get off.
So we gonna.
But before I go, I want to tell y'all more about why I'm crying.
So we gonna get a follow up on this to see where it may not even go anywhere.
I'm sure he's gonna be on his thing. A black man can't leave his credit card nowhere. Mm-hmm. Now, if a white man had left his credit card, if I was Tom Cruise, I bet you she would have let me leave my credit card.
Sure.
But because I'm who I am, but see, y'all ain't gonna show up for me. I'm gonna be out there tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Let's see how many of y'all black people show up for me. No one's showing up for you, Tyrese. No one.
Nope.
Just your girlfriend.
Turn the blind eye.
And then how you gonna be with your girlfriend when they broke up? He talked about her like a dog.
Oh, really?
She ain't in. She only with me for my money. She's this. She's that. She's no good. She talked about him. He talked too much. I can't stand his old bald head. No. Now they back together. They got back together.
So they did a lot of dirt. Name calling and all of that, and they back together.
Now they back together.
See, something not right with that.
So is she after your money or not, bald head?
Yeah.
And then he talked about how long they've been together. All that time he was trying to get back with his ex-wife. So okay. he's a troublemaker. So let's see. Emerald says if you feel that way, just do home delivery. Thank you.
That's true. Or give them a list and they can go in for them.
Wendy says, if he told her and she agreed, she's wrong.
Right.
Wendy says, did somebody hear him say that and hear what she said? Katina says, Kim too funny. Leave Lenore's hair alone. Wendy said, Tyrese has become a clown. And Catilia says, yes, Tyrese do cry a lot on Instagram. Wow. He gonna be crying about this.
If he loses the case.
Y'all ain't even here for me. Okay. I'll be there for everybody. And he do. Okay. That's why I said it's a love-hate relationship with him.
Okay.
So, all right, y'all. That's Tyrese. I had to bring him up. Terrence Crawford. Now, you wonder why is the boxer Terrence Crawford in the news, right? Mm-hmm. Not only does he want to fight Gervonta Davis, which I'm good with. I would love to see a fight between him and Gervonta Davis. Okay. That will be a huge fight. Everybody and their mama will come see it.
Okay.
He won. He got millions and millions of dollars. That's his wife. Mm-hmm. And everybody on social media is clowning her.
Really? Because she's
heavy. She's heavy. Girl. Why would a man that could get any woman, he's a millionaire, he's a boxer, why would he want her? As if fat girls can't get nobody.
In people's eyes. When you famous or you an athlete or whatever.
So then you get some of the guys want to come to her defense, but still end up shaming her. You got the two sets.
You know what?
Let me show you.
How did they come to the defense?
Let me tell you what I've seen. I've seen on social media. Oh. Running. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What was going on?
Something playing.
Well, let's let it go then. I guess it don't say nothing. I've seen on some of them. First of all, they got 6 kids. Mm-hmm. What do you expect her to look like?
Wow, a lot of kids.
So they got 6 kids.
How old
so they probably been together for a while.
He's not that old.
Neither one of them is that old. I don't know. You have to look.
Oh my gosh.
So they've been together for a while. But even if, let's say they had no kids, and that's just the way he like a fluffy girl. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that?
Didn't you say somebody?
So that's number one.
Didn't you say Usher guy with a thick
Usher's
girl?
undercover like big
He
girls.
on the down low.
He on the down low. Well, some people say both ways, but that like a fluffy girl,
You like fluffy girls.
yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, the first people that tease is saying this man is a multi-millionaire. He's the number one, boxer now, and he can get any woman, and all the women want him, and all this. Why would he want that fat woman? That's one.
Oh my gosh.
Then you got the guys who have the nerve to act like they're defending us big girls.
Okay.
I've seen guys, don't say that. He loves her. You can love whoever you want. He just needs to work her out in the gym.
Oh.
You can love whoever you want. But when he goes to the gym, she can start going to the gym with him. So you still talking about her being fat?
She need to lose.
Even though you saying you can love who you want. Love who you want. But if you can fix them, fix them.
Love the one you with.
How come he can't just like for fluffy girls?
Oh my God.
As they call chubby chasers.
Chubby chasers. Didn't you say you don't like chubby chasers?
Now, that's what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
I am a hypocrite.
Yes, you are.
I don't like men who like big girls. Just big girls.
Okay, like chubby chasers.
I don't like chubby chasers.
Like they're with you even
To
though
me,
you are heavy. They're not trying to be with you because you're heavy.
That's freaky to me.
Okay.
You got a fetish, in my opinion.
Okay.
If you just like, who likes just fat people?
Look, it's like a foot fetish. Some people like blondes. They only go with blondes, brunettes. It's a preference.
I don't want it.
It's unfair for you to say.
I'm not. You're right.
If that's a
hypocrite.
preference. They like thick women.
I just think that that's thick and fat is different.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think that that's wrong. I don't want a man. And then another reason why I'm a hypocrite, and my sister tell me all the time, I don't like fat men.
I know, she is.
What we gonna do? Fight over a sandwich?
Yes, we will. We'll both make it.
When we hug each other, we're gonna be 20 miles apart from each other.
I got some fat friends who are married to fat men. Yeah.
And they hug like this.
Yes.
I don't want to hug like that.
Cuddle up with your little teddy bear.
No, if I was skinny, not fat, two fat people, I don't want it.
And that was the thing. One of the TV, the one, if y'all watched the one with Kurt Franklin and Tammy Franklin.
Oh, there was a fat
one of the guys was chubby.
And she didn't want it.
But the thing is, I'm thinking he was one of the guys she picked because she had each date.
She shouldn't have picked
the two. She had to pick one from the two. And she picked him from the two because the other guy was stale and whatever.
She was leading him on.
But yet she says, I like men who are
that are physically
fit with nice big arms.
Now,
I said, oh, big man gonna go.
Another reason why I think people are coming down hard on her is because he's a boxer.
Maybe that's
his body is supreme.
He's an athlete.
He got the six pack. He got the body. When he take his shirt off, you can see it. He's a boxer. Again, I'm a hypocrite. Dude I talk to, excellent shape. Getting his six pack back.
People think
he runs, he exercises, he's into health. Why is he with somebody that's overweight?
Right.
That's what people think. Like, why are you with somebody? But
they don't. What's the word?
But he don't
appreciate being in shape and staying healthy like I do.
But if you talk to him, he's not pro my size.
Right.
He's just pro me.
Right.
If he wants me, to lose weight and be active and running and all that stuff like him. So that's why I said I don't want somebody who wants me to be fat. Because there's men who marry women that's fat, and then the women lose weight, and then the man is like, he's insecure. I don't want you no more.
She's going with anybody
why you don't want me no more? Because I'm not fat anymore. That's why I don't want no chubby chaser.
Well, remember when we saw the have you guys been looking at the show Lock Up? Mm-hmm. Lock Up and Love or something?
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm saying it wrong, guys. Mm-hmm. Women or men who are coming out of prison, and they're in love. They're dating someone, or they're in love with somebody, or they're about to marry somebody. That real heavy set black girl was with the guy that got out of prison. He was really built up because I'm sure he probably used his time in prison to build up. He wasn't bad looking.
Right.
People already smashed that relationship. They like, oh, that ain't going nowhere. Oh, he using her, or he want to stay someplace to stay. Yeah. So it's almost unfortunate.
Y'all remember if y'all watched Locked Up, I think. Locked in Love or
Locked
something
Up
like
in
that.
Love or something. We do that as society. Even if she wasn't heavy, let's say she wasn't cute.
She's cute to me.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, to people.
We put people together and we say, "Ooh, why he with her? She's not cute.
I don't like that.
Or why she with him? He ugly."
And the thing I like about
we make the decision on who should be together.
The reason why I like him is because he showcases his wife. Well, they's his girlfriend. It ain't even his wife.
Oh, they're not married?
They got 6 kids, and I don't even think that's his wife.
And see, something tells me that's not right either.
Well, maybe he cheats and he don't want to get married.
That's not right. What y'all think? Not so much her, because she's not ugly. They have 6 kids together.
But maybe that's why he's not getting married.
And he's not marrying her.
That's his baby mama.
I have a problem with that.
So he does showcase her a lot, and she gets hit a lot with a lot of people saying about her weight and stuff. Because you rarely see a heavy woman with a man that has a lot of money or that's famous. What's his name gets it a lot? Wolverine. The guy who plays Wolverine. His wife is heavy. Y'all notice that. And also 007. The one with the black hair. The 007 man. His wife is heavy. Every time they come out, people go, "That's your wife? You can marry anybody. Why you?" They always do that.
We all can go to the movie Tyler Perry, Why Did I Get Married?
Oh, yeah.
Now, you always hear thick women like Jill Scott, who is still pretty.
But she gained weight in the movie.
She's gained weight in the movie. But
no, I mean, he didn't marry her that size.
Maybe so.
That's why.
But the fact that he slammed on her because of her weight.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you see pretty heavy woman like Lizzo. Oh, she got a pretty face if she would just lose a little weight.
Right.
Oh, she's so pretty. She's just a little chubby.
But I don't like, here's the thing, and I guess I'm controversial.
And that movie really showed the ugly side of a man not wanting his fat wife.
Here's the thing. I guess I'm controversial. I'm not pro-fat. I'm fat. I'm not going to be in a dungeon and be sad. But I'm not pro-fat.
What do you mean pro-fat?
Like Lizzo, like be fat and fabulous and live your life. No, you need to lose weight. So you don't have your heart is not covered with fat. But when you get older, you know what? She's younger. When you get older, it's hard to move. It's hard to do. Nobody can pick you up.
But if
you fall.
But you've said even people who may be overweight may not necessarily be not healthy. So that's unfair.
No. I'm saying physically. No one can pick you up. It don't matter if you're healthy.
No. I'm saying
I can't pick you up.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter when you get older. You in a wheelchair or want to walk.
I know, but even when you were showing me, I said it does matter to an extent. Like you need to be healthy regardless. But I guess
no, you're right. Fat doesn't mean not healthy.
Lizzo is trying to say love yourself in your shell that you're in.
That part of her, I agree with. Fat people aren't supposed to just climb into a cave and exist.
You show me
we're gonna live and have fun, but lose weight.
You show me the YouTube of that lady that does things showing. Going to show you know what I'm talking about.
She travels and stuff.
And she's bigger than you.
She real big.
And she's married, right?
But still, lose weight.
No, that's not her. Let her make that decision. I see what you're saying.
What I'm saying is when you get older, your weight affects how other people can take care of you.
And we can say that as we're older now. Right.
So no, I'm not taking that back. You need to lose weight. Especially when you get older, because you're not as mobile as you were when you were younger.
Then you should speak in we. Don't say you. I see what you're saying.
I said we.
Always say we.
We.
So when people are watching this show, they say she including herself, right? Because she need to lose weight.
Yes, everybody.
Exactly. Okay.
And then also too, how a firefighter gonna get you out the house? Or how can you we just talked about the Maui fire, and I said about my friend, his house caught on fire, and they went through the window. His wife is not fat. She couldn't fit through the window and go up on top of the roof. Mm-hmm. What if he was married to me? I can't get up there and get up top of no roof. What am I do, burn in the house?
So you're saying all this to say what with her?
No, I was saying as far as...
You can be all day with that.
No. I'm saying I was talking about she's heavy.
Yeah.
How do people know she's not trying to lose or she's trying to get into shape or whatever? But he loves her. at whatever size she is. That's kind of what I'm saying.
I'm hoping he does.
I'm saying people can love somebody at whatever size they are, but you should always you should never want someone to be fat. That's what I was saying. I don't think fat is good. I don't. And I'm heavy, and I don't think it's good. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what anybody says out there. If you don't like it, you can comment in the comment section. Mm-hmm. Because if either you're fat and you ain't never had nobody have to carry you out no house, or you're not older. Mm-hmm. You're probably a young person that's big. Because when I was young, I didn't care. Mm-hmm. I'm getting older. Our mom is older. If she falls on the floor, who gonna pick her up?
I don't know.
Right, Mom? My mother said, yes, that's right. When you get older, you change the way you think. Mm-hmm. Because it's not just you anymore. You probably have somebody taking care of you. And if you live by yourself, we watch this lady in the back of us, an old lady. She's out in her garden all the time. Fit. She walks. She's able to do her gardening. Mm-hmm. She's taking care of herself. If she was heavy and really big, she wouldn't be able to. And it has nothing to do with health. It has to do with mobility, being able to move and walk and be able to do those things. When you get older, it's all on your bones and stuff. So no one's going to sell me on that. I know you don't like it, on being fat.
There's nothing to sell you on because people probably been watching us for how long now? And they say we still ain't lost.
Well, it takes time.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can talk until...
No.
That's what I'm saying. We can keep...
You don't hide under a bridge.
No, I know that. I'm just saying it's almost like people can still challenge you and say, well, are you doing anything about it? Because you're saying it like you're very
It's like a crackhead. It's, crack is wrong, but you're going to keep hitting the pipe.
And that's why I don't speak to it no more.
It's like smoking.
I don't even say nothing.
Smoking is bad
until I do what I need to do to get something done. And then, too, like you're saying, still liking me.
You can
even in this thick shell of mine.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes to get out. My legs may hurt or whatever.
I still think I look good and I still like me.
Right.
So no, that hasn't changed at all.
But for me in this situation with this guy, when you said he wasn't married to her, now I have a problem.
Oh, okay.
That's for me.
Emerald says people are so rude and stupid. Mona says, the internet is ruthless. She probably the light and anchor of his world. Yes. Emerald says, Lenore, you are so crazy. They laughing. You must have said something. Emerald says, most men love a woman who can eat more than just salads. Have a little thickness on you. Mm-hmm. Mona says, probably came up together. That's true. They probably know each other from... Right. And she probably wasn't heavy before that 6 kids. Mona says some men need to feel like the catch in a relationship when in social situations. Raise his hand twice. Catalina says, respectfully speaking, we have to take care of our temple because it's the vessel that God uses for his purpose. I agree.
Thank you. Yeah.
And how you going to be out laying hands and praying over people and you can't even breathe?
Right. You out of shape. You can only be out there for so long and then they got to sit you down.
Nah.
So I don't know. I was just saying as far as that, we can go on and on for the weight thing, but it would be nice if we actually do something.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you can always say something. It don't mean you're doing it. We know we're not supposed to be eating. We know we're not supposed to be eating McDonald's and stuff, but we're going to go get a Big Mac or a burger. Even skinny people don't eat right. And they know they supposed to. You see what I'm saying? They know they're not supposed to be eating all the preservatives, but it tastes so good. It's hard to get away from it.
Right. But aside from the fat thing, I was just saying we as society tend to put couples together and why you with her, you can get anybody.
I agree.
And I don't know why we do that.
And I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we all do it. Not just fat, but we do looks.
Yeah.
If you see a good-looking woman with an ugly man or a good-looking man with a woman that you like,
ooh, what does he see?
They must be friends. They must really love her. Mm-hmm. Why do we do that?
Because a lot of times we stereotype too, because we'll see a football player and we automatically assume that football player is probably married to a really nice looking woman, whether she's white or another race.
She's not going to be ugly.
She's biracial.
Yeah.
When we see her with the young lady like that, we question.
They went to high school together.
Did they know each other back in the day?
See? Why couldn't he literally walk into a club, her at that size, and be like, I like you? Isn't it? We cannot it's something about it logically in our brain We can't wrap our brain around
No.
it. We can't wrap our
We
brain.
thinking, wait a minute, you making six figures, you out there on the football field, you in the basketball court.
Or celebrity.
Because people dogged out Denzel when he first showed his wife.
Yeah.
Paulette. And I'm sitting here going,
yeah.
Why does society do that? They feel like Denzel's so fine.
Obama and Michelle.
He need to be with somebody else.
Everybody like, Michelle, she's okay. She's cute.
A friend of mine said she had a funny mouth or something.
But he really could get somebody. That's how people
get somebody fine.
Why couldn't he just see her? He said he thought she was fine when he saw her.
But look at people like Halle Berry, who her husband acted crazy.
But she don't do ugly men. Well, rest is nice.
No. Look, what's his name that she was married to? Had an affair on her.
But he's not ugly.
No, the point I'm making is that even though we put beautiful and beautiful together, that doesn't mean that couple is doing well or he's secure or she is. He cheated on Halle Berry.
Or if it's a good-looking woman, an ugly man, he got money.
Yeah, like Comb-Over. Why is Comb-Over's wife with him?
Because he got money.
Orange Nixon.
See,
he is not nice.
You see how our minds can't fathom a good-looking man literally walking in and saying, "I think she's gorgeous," and she's not. In our minds, she's not. Or fat.
How many movies has Queen Latifah played in when that very
with Common? We was like, really? In real life.
Stop.
Queen Latifah and Common.
You don't really like.
See how that's wrong?
And I was wrong, and I'm gonna admit this. I watched a movie. It was a holiday movie with what's her name? Gabby. She was in this movie, and this guy was nice looking.
See?
And he liked her.
And I
sat there and I went, that's not believable. That's not a believable love story. I don't think he would like her.
Why can't we do that?
I'm sorry. I felt bad after that.
The last movie with Eddie Murphy, with the daughter. Y'all remember?
Which one?
The white guy. The heavy white guy.
Oh, yeah, that movie he had come out recently.
The black woman and the white man.
I said the chemistry wasn't there.
And she's Lauren London. And everybody was like,
I couldn't get into it. I didn't, because I couldn't see them. The chemistry
if she was with a white guy, it wouldn't be him. See how we do?
That's how we so wrong.
We wrong.
That's wrong. Okay.
But we do it.
I know.
Mona have exclamation points. We probably pissing you off, Mona.
We do it.
But that's how we feel. Again, you don't have to agree with us. That's just how we feel.
That's true. Go ahead.
All right. Now, every day you want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Thank you. We have to end with a donkey of the day.
Today's donkey of the day goes to Target shoplifter arrested for brawling with the cops after carrying huge TVs out of Target. That's where I got Target from.
Right.
This donkey of the day.
Okay.
Just to sum it up, he gets donkey because he went into the store, into Target, and he stole a giant TV. Okay?
Okay.
And then he goes right back and gets another one. Now, most people would just leave and go maybe to another Target.
Yeah.
Why would you go back into the store and get another one?
It was so easy for him to do it. He wanted to do it again. Let's do it again.
Now, Charlemagne kind of gave him a clearance because he said you can't go to Target you have to buy more than one thing. You can never walk out of Target with one thing.
Come on now. Not a big TV.
He said there's a spirit over Target.
No.
That forces people.
That's for me over Walmart, not Target.
That forces people to have to go and get more than one thing. You go in to get one thing, and there's
a lot of other stuff.
There's this entity that's hanging over Target that says you can't leave with one thing. So he said that's probably what happened to him. He left out the store with the TV still in it, and that spirit said, "No, go back,
get another one,
get another one,
get another item."
So he went back
at the Target store.
The security guard flagged down a police officer. He went out and flagged down a police officer.
They caught him the second time, though?
Yeah. He would have been gone if he left the first time.
Can I ask what made that first time just totally slip by them?
He went out. No, the security guard did. They don't fight nobody. They're scared. They don't have guns and stuff. What is the purpose of a security
Did
guard?
they know the first time though he went out?
Yeah, that's when he came out and flagged down a police officer.
'Cause you said he
the
came
man
back.
went back in the store, and the police officer got him, and he had to fight the man. And they said that he might have been on drugs.
Oh, and he could have had a gun or knife.
65-inch television. The police officer and this man have minor. They had both be treated for minor.
Oh no!
Incident.
For this man acting crazy.
Yes,
he looks tall.
Well, he had to fight the police officer.
He's a big guy, yeah.
And if he's on drugs,
that's even worse. It's like they have some strength. For me, it's Walmart. Walmart's prices are pretty cheap, so I may go in there and go, you know what? That's not so bad price. Let me go get something else.
Oh, okay.
But not at Target.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mona says, I'm all the way with y'all. Okay. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you.
People don't want to hear that. And I think we can kind of get away with it because, because I said it.
We are fluffy women.
Because I'm heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can get away with saying
I remember you were going.
A skinny person saying this to y'all would get eaten up on TV.
We were going.
On the internet.
Beginning, way back when they used to do the beginning of online dating. We did a lot of online dating. My sister did, and you do your picture, your profile, and all of that. And you wasn't as heavy, but you was still heavy.
I wasn't nowhere near this size.
Well, I'm just saying, you was still heavy, though. You was considered thick.
Yeah.
And guys that normally don't date thick women, they went out with you. And they had they was like, I like him.
But I don't know.
Can I see you again? And you didn't want him to be a chubby chaser.
But I don't know if those same guys would talk to me now.
Oh, because you're now
I'm
larger.
Way bigger than what I was then.
Because some guys.
Then I was still, you know how you thick. You heavy,
yeah,
but you not big like us now.
You're at a size where you can still do things with her. You can do things. You can still go and sit in a chair and fly on a plane.
You said sit in a chair. Yeah. Like I can't sit in a chair.
Average stuff.
You can sit in the chair. You can walk. I can walk. I can sit in the chair and I can get on a plane. So what are you saying? You slow. You backhanded cracking on me. You saying you want somebody you can sit in the chair with, that can get on the plane with you, that can walk. Together. I can do all of those things
through Christ.
I'm not that big.
This is me.
So what are you saying?
You know what I mean. You can do.
I can get on a plane.
That's just average. We're not talking about the average walk, sit, and get on the plane.
Right.
We're talking about.
You need to say other stuff. Go for long walks on the beach.
Yes, we can climb 3 flights of stairs.
If I go on a walk on the beach,
hold on, baby, I'm coming.
If I'm going on a walk on the beach, I'm sinking in the sand.
You know what? You know what?
And he wants somebody that can glide over the sand.
You know what?
You can lay down on the sand and get up. If I lay down, I'm not getting up. But I need somebody to help me up.
You know what I think of when I think of two thick people together? I think of Mike and Molly.
Yeah.
I love Mike and Molly. And I remember she said, let's just do things spontaneously. And then they got locked in the hotel stairways and they had to go down all those flights of stairs. And he was like, oh my God, I'm out of
And
shape.
I got news for you. I watched that. She's not that big.
She's lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah. Melissa McCarthy
He's lost a lot of weight.
And
He's in a new sitcom.
And when is too big?
Yeah.
600 pounds?
When you're handicapped.
If I'm literally having a relationship with you and I'm bringing food to your bed because you can't get out the bed.
You can't get up.
What kind of relationship is that?
If you walk, you can only take a few steps. You're handicapped. You have some issues.
I saw this one lady losing weight. She couldn't walk one step. And that's what she did every day. She would go out and just step up one step. And she lost like 300 pounds.
Oh my!
She was like 600 something. She like 300 something now. But now she can walk and sit and all that.
See?
But before she couldn't even walk up one step. Wow. And that was her thing. She said, start where you can.
Yeah, baby step.
She went out the door every morning and stepped up the step. Married.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of relationship is that?
He enabled her, though. He brought stuff to her because he wanted. And then, too, you're marrying the person, not so much the body.
Right.
But you're marrying that person,
exactly.
Their personality, their thoughts, their humor, their laughter.
I guess they look at it as.
And the shell is big.
You know what I think?
Now it's uncomfortable.
I think they look at it as a mental thing. And if I said I would marry you, if you had a mental condition, I wouldn't divorce you.
But look what happened to what's her name? The black, what's that black lady that was known for cooking, and she had a show.
Oh, yeah.
She had Alzheimer's,
and he moved her in. He moved his girlfriend.
The girlfriend helped
Y'all
take
remember
care
her?
of him, of her.
Yeah,
And he moved her in. They stayed in the same house. He got backlash for that because his wife didn't remember him.
Katila says, I could never steal. If I don't have the money to buy, I have no business in the store. I agree.
Yeah.
Wendy says, bye. Wendy says, bye, Mom. She said,
bye. Have a good weekend.
Wendy says, you can sit in a chair. Thank you. Lenore talking about you can sit in a chair.
Airplane.
You can walk.
Airplane.
I can sit in an airplane chair.
It's a little tight for all of us.
But I can still fit. Barely.
You know what I mean by that. You can sit on a love seat.
I'm right at the part
with your man.
I'm right at the part. No, we can't sit on no love seat. We can sit on a couch.
See?
I'm right at the point where if I keep going, they're gonna charge me extra for airline.
Yeah, they thinking about doing that.
But yeah, you talking to somebody. It be times with the dude I'm with. He's sitting down. I come in. You want to sit on? No. He'd be like, "Come on, no." Stop telling me to sit on you. I can't.
And you was fussing about picking you up.
Why they always think they can pick somebody up?
You Hercules, you're not picking me up.
No. All right.
Okay.
Wendy says, do you get 2 seats on a plane? No. That's why I said I'm right there.
Thank God we're not there.
Cotilia says, God bless her determination and patience because so many people would have given up. That's all it takes is step by step. And that's what she did. And Wendy M says, Wendy coming in. We haven't seen you, Wendy. Wendy M says, I'm late to the show, but I backed it up and watched 2 times the speed. Now I'm caught up. Laugh out loud. Okay. She funny. All right, y'all. That's it. Don't forget, this is Friday, so we'll see y'all Monday then.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. The link is in the description. It's a joke a day. You working on volume 2.
What's going on in y'all neighborhood?
Wendy says, I hate airplane chairs. They're too tight on me, and I weigh 150 pounds. 150 pounds.
That ain't nothing. I don't think I weighed that in high school.
I ought to cut you out of here, Wendy.
Did I weigh that in high school or college? Really?
Wendy, 150 pounds.
Get out of here. I think when I got sick, maybe 170.
But you know what? If she used to be skinny, 150 to her is probably really bad.
Oh, if you normally like 120 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wendy says she weigh 150 pounds.
Girl, get on gone. We're praying for my dad to gain weight. He's lost a lot of weight.
If I weighed 150 pounds,
I'll be like, hey.
Cortelia says, ladies and mama, have a blessed weekend.
Huh?
Wendy says, I'm 5'3".
Oh,
that's still not real
You're
big. You're short,
Wendy. Though, but still.
But I can see that being a lot of weight.
Yeah. At 5'3".
Mona says, have a great weekend, ladies.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe, y'all. And that was, Katina says, Kim, your face is priceless. Laugh out loud. 150 pounds. I don't even remember when I weighed 150 pounds.
I told you, I had to be in high school.
I think I was in high school when I weighed 150 pounds.
That don't make no sense.
Wendy said, I used to weigh 112. See, that's
I ain't never weighed no 112. I think
I was in kindergarten.
My Catholic uniform was tight. 112. Get out of here. My head is 112.
My hair is 112 pounds.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Wendy, you ought to be ashamed.
Just don't put no more. Anybody that's putting sizes under 200, shut up.
Wendy said, bring back Friday Friends. We're going to work on it next week.
We got to. Okay.
I cannot believe that Wendy said she weighed 112 pounds and now she 150. I can't stand you, Wendy.
My whole Was I maybe 12 years old?
I don't even remember 112.
Elementary school.
You know what? You were fat when you were young. I wasn't.
I wasn't fat, but people thought I was older.
I wasn't. I was skinny.
I was heavy, but they thought I was older.
And now I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, I think I was like 12, 13, and they thought I was 18. That's how I
had. How was I? Even in junior high, I was like 125, 130. It had to be grade school.
And my coworker, she and I've been friends.
Ma, do you know when I weighed 112 pounds?
My coworker, we've been friends over 25 years. She's 98 pounds.
Yeah, when she get 100, she get mad.
Yeah.
I can't stand her either. Oh my God, I'm 3 digits. I'm 3 digits. I'm fat. I'm 100 pounds.
I just look at her and like, okay.
All right, y'all.
My one leg is 100.
Everybody laughing. Katlina says kindergarten. Laugh out loud. Wendy says they used to call me Twiggy. They would tease me. Mona says she says all mad. 112. All right, y'all. Let me get out here for Wendy. Make me start cussing.
Right.
She gonna make me lose my religion.
I weighed 130 when I was pregnant.
I can't even imagine 112.
I can't either. I'll be dead.
I had to be in grade school.
150 is probably where I need to know. I don't even think my desired weight now is that. Ooh, girl.
I wasn't even looking at my weight when I was 112. Think about it. I don't ever remember looking at my weight and seeing 112.
Never.
Mm-mm. That means I was young.
Mm-hmm. We started looking at it when we were
when you start getting older. College? No, I did in junior high.
College, maybe. I started paying attention.
All right, y'all. And that was another oh, here y'all coming in. Wendy says, I weighed 170 pounds when I gave birth. Now we just hate you, Wendy.
I told somebody gonna come up and say they was pregnant and still smaller.
Wendy she weighed 170 pounds when she was pregnant.
And that was probably what? How
170
baby weight?
No wonder she sent me that sweater that was small.
My mom said, no wonder you sent that t-shirt that was small.
You thinking small, Wendy.
You
can't do that with us.
You think small.
Mm-hmm. And you can't do female shirts. You need to do unisex or male.
Yeah.
Because I laugh at a female shirt.
Yeah.
Even the largest. Mm-mm.
And one size fits all. Get out of here.
That's funny. One size fits most.
All right, y'all. We keep going. All right, y'all. That was another Woods Report. See y'all later.